Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Loina Mutiga. Karibuni sana. So today we have another interesting vlog, still looking at the farming series. And today we are going to look at how do you plant your watermelons in your garden or in your farm. As you all know, watermelon is a nice fruit that most people love and enjoy eating. So it is good, or it will give us a lot of profit when we plant it in our farms and they do well, and then we can sell and get the money. Okay, so as always, we want to look at how do you prepare your soil when you want to plant your watermelon. The first tip is clear the area of debris and rocks. Of course, we don't want to plant our watermelons where there are many rocks or where there are many debris. So you start by clearing that and then till the soil to a depth of 12 to 15 inches. You can use various ways to till your land. Most, if you have a large farm, I'll recommend you the use of tractors because they'll make that easy for you, and you just have to till only 12 to 15 inches. If you do it deeper than those inches, there is no any problem with that. After that, incorporate compost and aged manure. That is key. If you some of us do not have the accessibility of compost manure, but for those in accessibility of the compost manure, let's transfer. After that is when you transfer it to your farm and you mix that with the soil. After that, you amend the soil with the lime to neutralize acidity. That is why at the beginning of it, we said test your soil pH. If your soil is acidic, please find a way to neutralize that soil because watermelons do not do well in acidic soil. After that, you water the field. To sowing of the seeds, you start by planting seeds 1 to 2 inches deep in mounds and 4 feet apart. 1 to 2 inches deep and 4 feet apart. That is one of the most things that you should be observant about. Make sure you observe those spacing. After that, you sow 6 to 8 seeds per hill, later thinning to 3 to 4 plants per hill. When you're planting the seeds, you will first of all plant 6 to 8 seeds, okay, per hill. After that, when they have started to germinate, the you will move other of the seedlings and remain with 3 to 4 plants per hill. Next, water seeds into the hill after planting. Of course, you have to water them, the seeds, so that they can grow. Always, after they have started to grow, ensure that your seedlings do not get infested by slugs and snails. They don't do well. When snails and slugs get to eat or get a chance, when they are in the farm that is planted watermelon and they're still seedlings, they won't do well. So be observant about that. It is a key factor to consider. Higher, water regularly and deeply. Of course, watering is a necessity. And if you're using drip irrigation, it's the best type of irrigation to use while you have planted watermelons. And if you're physically watering using other means of watering, or make sure that you water your watermelons in the morning to minimize diseases. It's very important in the morning to minimize diseases. Fertilizers to use. Use a complete fertilizer that delivers more nitrogen than phosphorus and potassium. Nitrogen is key for the watermelon's growth, so that is the type of, or ensure the fertilizer that you will use in your watermelons has some nitrogen in good amount in it. Okay, after flowering begins, use fertilizer with less nitrogen to encourage fruit growth. That is, if you and you see your watermelons flower, please ensure the fertilizer that you'll use in your farm is less of nitrogen. But when you're planting them, you plant with a fertilizer rich in nitrogen. But when it starts flowering, please ensure that you do not use fertilizer that has nitrogen in it, so that your fruits can grow nicely. To the harvest watermelon when the tendril is dry. The tendril is the one that holds the fertilizer fruit to the plant itself. The fertilizer fruit is held by a string like there's a it's what it's called a tendril, the one that attaches the fruit to the plant. You harvest when once that is dry. That is how you know that your watermelons are mature and they are ready for harvest. Yeah, spots. Okay, the ground spot is yellow and skin is dull colored. Okay, the ground spot is where the watermelon fruit is lying on the ground. When you turn onto the watermelon side, that it should it should have the yellow spot. That is when you'll know that that your watermelons have grown. Apart from that is when there is a dull color. Once the watermelon are mature, you will know from the color. The color turns to dull. But when they are not yet mature, they have that shiny look on the outer look. So those are the three ways that will enable you know when to harvest your watermelon. Of course, you use a sharp knife to cut the tendril and so that it can detach from the plant, and you can harvest you can have your watermelons and ready now for sale and taking them to the market. You can also eat them with your family and enjoy the fruits of being a farmer. Thank you so much guys for watching till the end. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, like, share, hit that notification bell so that each and every time I'll be uploading you will be notified. Bye bye.